Rohan, is that a bone in my trail mix? What do you got?
Bill, what would you do if you were eating trail mix and you bit down on something hard and pulled an animal bone out of your mouth? I was contacted by a man that found this very off-putting surprise in a bag of Whole Foods trail mix that he purchased last week at the Cherry Hill, New Jersey Whole Foods store. Like any other Sunday, Tom, Lucas, and his wife and young son headed to Whole Foods for some snacks. He picked up a bag of trail mix. He left and he was driving and eating handfuls of it. That's when he bit down on something hard. Then he pulled out something he did not want to see. Working in the medical field, Tom knew it looked like an animal bone.
We got the trail mix. It's the 365 Berry Bounty, and I took a huge mouthful and I bit down on something hard. I pulled it out and I examined it while I was driving, and I handed it to my wife and I said, "Hey, does this look like it's a bone?"
Oh man.
And she's like, "Oh my God, that's a bone."
Tom filed a complaint that was taken and signed by the manager over at the Whole Foods. He also filed a complaint with the Camden County Board of Health.
And I can only imagine what other body parts I was eating while consuming that bag of trail mix.
Dr. Kenneth Dazen and Dr. Sharonda Mead at the Animal and Avian Care Center in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, also examined the bone.
Initial impression here is there's a little bone in the actual foot that actually would make up typically the heel bone. It's called the tuber calcanei. Now, it's small enough that you might want to think this could be some type of a rodent. You know, certainly if it's in a bag of trail mix, that may be a possibility.
For another look to double down on this, they sent the photographs of the bone to a leader in the field of paleopathology. Dr. Kyla Begus, she's a zoological pathology fellow at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, also gave her take on it from the photographs. Based on the morphology and size of the bone, she concluded that the bone closely resembled a bone from the tarsal region of a small animal. Additionally, the size reference in the photograph suggested that the bone was too large to belong to the common domestic mouse or rat. Now, after the bone was investigated, I actually headed back to the Cherry Hill Whole Foods location, and not surprisingly there, all of the Berry Bounty trail mix was removed from the shelves. Bill, I finally got a statement back from Whole Foods, and they sent me a puzzling response. I sent them photographs, I sent them expert testimony, everything except for the bone itself, which Tom still has. Take a listen to this. Because the Chasing News team has withheld the results of any lab examination of the object allegedly found in one of our products, we cannot speak directly to this claim. Whole Foods Market is deeply committed to quality assurance and transparency, which cannot be said of Chasing News. Are you kidding me? I sent them everything that we had, except for that bone.
You know, the FDA has guidelines as to how big animal parts, hair, etc. And you read it and you're not hungry at all when you realize that, you know, there's an acceptable tolerance because of how food is mass produced today. And, you know, so my question is, does this meet that criteria, or does he have a case?
So Tom's been in contact with Whole Foods. He wants this product pulled off the shelves until Whole Foods can explain to him how that got into his bag and if any other bags are contaminated across the country.